Psychosocial.
Psycho snakes.
We always had we had a friend at one point that was in our group, and he liked singing jazz, so he had a very jazzy voice.
Yeah.
So we always imagined what it would be like if he sang metal songs.
Yeah.
So whenever we'd be around him, we'd be singing Enter Sandman, stuff like that. But we'd be doing it like in a jazz voice.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, what is a jazz singer? I guess I can picture it.
Like a say a prayer to the one, don't forget my son.
Mm-hmm. And scatting. Shoo-ba-da-bop-bop-a-dee-bop.
It's true.
That's cool.
Skibba-da-bop-bop-beep. Bop-ba-da-bop-boop-bop-boop. I don't know how to do that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we'll keep all that in. Maybe I'll listen to it and I'll be embarrassed at myself for even attempting to do that at all.
Oh, it's recording. Yeah.
Because I don't pretend that what I'm doing is funny or that it's actually good. But in the context of our little friend group,
Yeah.
We keep it real.
It's good and funny.
Yeah, it's funny to us, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
I don't need the public recognition of millions.
Well, let's just scrap.
Like I care.
Let's just scrap all that. No, I'm just kidding.
Throw it all out. You know what? Let's just throw out the whole episode then, because
let's do that. Sup, bitches.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You already know what you're listening to. We're a situated brand.
Yeah.
We don't need to say the episode or who we are.
We're basically the Walmart of podcasts.
Yes.
No, we're the Dollarama of podcasts.
No, we're definitely the like a niche product.
Yeah.
Like a Bass Pro Shops or something.
Yeah. But then randomly...
But even that's too respectable. We have to go even lower than that.
Yeah, because that's like trendy. People like
You know what?
hats.
We're the bagel factory.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, there's like one in town. Mm-hmm. Some people go there to get them. They know what they're going to get when they get there.
Yeah.
Bagels.
You can listen to the Real Neighbours podcast with cream cheese.
Ooh, well, you're assuming that's part of a bagel. That's a little presumptuous, isn't it, Jamie?
That's true. What kind of bagel would you be, Austin?
Definitely. I've actually had a lot of Bagel Factory.
You've had a lot of
I've had so much Bagel Factory.
This?
I've mauled a lot of Bagel Factory.
Yeah.
They actually have some cheeses that are very shitty. It's very gross, and I don't like them, if I'm being honest.
Oh, actually, yeah. This is like a local brand we're kind of shitting on, but they are good. But I will say they have
it's one flavor they have.
There's one that's really gross. There's like cake flavor. Like there's like sprinkles in the cream cheese. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Okay. Well, they have one cheese that's really gross, and I avoid them. Mm-hmm. But they have another one that's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And with cream cheese, it's just delicious.
Yeah.
No, I will admit, obviously, extremely bad for you to have bagels with cream cheese, which is why I can't do it anymore. But, oh, my God.
It's good. It's very good.
It's very good.
In moderation, just your next cheat day.
There's not a whole lot of moderation when it comes to cream cheese.
Yeah.
Cream cheese is extremely unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like saying, like cheat day with mayonnaise, but mayonnaise is just...
a cheat day with
it's hard to...
crack.
Yeah, it's really hard to... it's hard to justify mayonnaise in any context because it's literally pure fat.
Yeah. It is tasty.
Irredeemably pure fat.
As someone who doesn't watch what I eat, it is very tasty.
I know. Oh, dude, I used to... Oh, don't even get me started on egg salad sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Good stuff. I for the longest time, I didn't put mustard in egg salad, but I started doing that, and it just adds the perfect amount of tang,
You want to take it another level, Jamie?
So tune in for more recipes.
If you use honey Dijon...
Ooh.
It's a slight... I would definitely argue it's much better.
That sounds good. I can picture it.
Oh, have you ever also put onions in your egg salad?
That sounds good, too. Onions and grilled cheese.
Sounds like you need to get to the next level.
Onions and grilled cheese is good, too.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Actually, yeah. I guess... Wait, just going back to the whole, cream cheese with sprinkles. I guess it's like cheesecake, kind of.
Dude, I want to go all in. I don't want to be... If I'm getting cream cheese, I'm not moderating that shit.
Yeah.
I want to, if it's a bagel, I want to slather it on. And
of course.
Oh, and just when you eat it, it's like 50% cream cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how it should be. If I have to do it and I can only put on a small amount, I'm not interested.
Yeah. So Austin, what kind of bagel are you?
I told you the good cheese kind.
But like, what kind of like for the actual bread, like
Oh, what kind of?
What kind of bagel? There's like sesame seed, everything bagels.
Oh, good point. Yes, I see what you're saying.
Jalapeno cheese.
What is that? Yeah, what's the one they have at Timmy's? I will admit it's pretty fucking good.
I always got everything bagels.
It's the okay. They have a jalapeno one
Asiago,
with a bit of spice to it. Yeah. Jalapeno Asiago mozzarella. I think it was
something like that. Yeah,
I do like those ones.
I'd like to think I'm a nice poppy seed bagel just to make people fail their drug tests.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
I don't know. Really? That's interesting.
I always heard that. I don't know. It could be total bullshit.
That's okay. I will say that debatably sounds like a myth because I do know you obviously can get high of poppy seeds, but you have to consume a copious amount of it.
I don't know. I think I've heard that from many sources. So it's either a very popular lie or it's just, or it's true. I don't know. Hard to say. But I know people said like cops don't eat poppy seed bagels because they can literally blow over like their drug tests. Or not blow over, you know what I mean? Test positive.
I could believe that, but I'll reserve it until I get some sort of confirmation. You know?
We can, Benny, like...
You want Benny to look this up?
Yeah, I'll just say, do poppy seeds make you high? I'm just kidding.
Can you get high off poppy seeds?
Do poppy seeds make you fail drug tests? Benny,
well said, well said.
I don't know. True or false?
The answer is I have no idea. Thank you, audience.
Okay, yeah. It says this is just like the first article that pops up, but it just says poppy seeds can cause a person to fail a drug test by testing positive for morphine.
Man, they must be you just got to lay off a little bit. Maybe only have one, not two, not 10.
Yeah. I'm also sure if you didn't do morphine with it too, that would help.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't help either.
Yeah. If you you could probably eat them, and you would be less likely to fail it if you also stopped doing morphine.
No, you take morphine and then you eat a poppy seed to keep to up the buzz a little bit.
Yeah,
make it hit a little harder.
That's like, I mean, hey, if you think about it, everyone can probably get away with that at least once. With that, like you fail the drug test, and all of a sudden you're just like, "Well, I ate a poppy bagel," and everyone's
You wanna know a fun fact?
What?
Little House on the Prairie has an episode about morphine addiction.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that wasn't like real. Like Michael Landon.
Wait, are you saying it was a fictional show?
Well, a lot of it's based on real stuff, but like they added that character. Is it Albert?
Yes, he doesn't exist at all, right?
Yeah, he doesn't actually really exist at all. So that whole episode was just because, like, I guess in the 80s or wherever it came out, it was like popular to have like an anti-drug message in their shows. So I think they just added that.
Yeah, threw it in there.
Yeah, that scared me. I watched that as a kid, that episode, and I was like, whoa.
Well, Little House on the Prairie was pretty fucking metal.
It was. Yeah,
it's weird because both you and I have actually watched a decent amount of it.
Yeah.
Because my parents were really into it as well. Well, not really my dad, but my mom was really into it.
Yeah.
And your mom was really into it.
My mom was super into it. She like grew up reading all the books and everything.
Yeah, so I got a lot of secondhand, and so did you. And my sisters watched it too. So sometimes when I was bored, I kind of thought, well, I might as well watch some of the hit show Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, heavy shit. Remember, like, the old sister, she went blind one episode?
Yeah. I think that was true, actually. That was
true.
Also, there was like...
there's one about the Black Plague, or the some sort of pandemic. I forget which one.
I don't know if it would have been the Black Plague, but yeah.
Some sort of something that happened in that time period.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the
Spanish flu?
No, not...
Spanish
flu? No, not you. It's not the Black Plague. It's not the Spanish flu.
COVID-19?
Oh, you might be onto something, Jamie.
Yeah, I think there's an
I
episode
forget
about that.
what it was, but it wasn't either of those two, so I don't know.
What was that girl's name who owned the shop?
The mom?
Yeah.
Oh, the
one
Nellie, like the
Nellie's
girl.
mom, yeah.
Well, I don't know Nellie. I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, so are they the Olsons?
Yes.
Yeah.
They are the Olsons.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Is this? Wait, guys, are we gonna? Let's dedicate. Let's dedicate this whole episode to Little House on the Prairie, even though pretty much nobody has watched it.
That's not true. It was a popular show. I think a lot of people's parents
for middle-aged moms.
That's what I mean. I'm sure a lot of people watched it indirectly because of their parents or something.
Good point.
Yeah.
In everybody who watches.
Yeah. Oh, the joke I was gonna make was that they had a mask mandate the Olsons. They're like, you can't come into my shop without a mask, because the episode was about the plague.
Oh, good point.
No, I don't think that was a thing.
It did happen.
Wait, they were wearing masks on it?
No.
For real? Oh,
No, they weren't.
okay. You totally got me. I was making the joke, and then you're like, no, that's real. I was like, oh, I've never seen that.
You
one.
don't remember when they had the sign on the door?
Yeah, masks only.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you vaccinated? Is
you vax, bro.
is
I mean, it doesn't really help you once it's kind of already there and people are infected. But
yeah. Is yeah, there was an episode also with like an orphanage fire.
yes.
That's pretty intense. They were like throwing babies out the window.
Oh, that was crazy. I forgot about that
Yeah,
shit.
that show went hard.
And actually, okay, and they went to all sorts of heavy themes. There's one about like, there's one where someone got raped.
Yeah.
There's one where there was murders and no, Little House on the Prairie didn't fuck around. Now,
No.
obviously, you're right though. Part of it was probably dramatized,
Yeah.
but also at the same time, in that particular period, I mean, it was
Shit sucked.
shit fucking went down.
Yeah, shit sucked. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like a lot of things on that show were accurate, but then obviously there's only so much you can do.
You're not
going
going to get 10 seasons of content. Like
Yeah.
that's that you're asking a lot.
Yeah.
And on top of that, every episode of those 10 seasons has to be entertaining, meaning that there's something happening. you
Right.
know?
I guess a lot of what she wrote about too was just like descriptions of like the food they were eating, and like so a lot of it was just really boring in the book, like nothing too crazy happening.
Oh, dude, and they had 2 blind episodes. Remember a kid got blind too because he was like he wanted to be in the carnival or something,
No.
and then he fell and he like hit his head in a log,
Oh wow.
and then he became blind.
Yeah. Being
Then they had 2
blind.
blind people on the show.
Being blind, like actually, really. Well, it's not really a
Oh,
fun
did you
fact.
drink my water?
No.
Why is it kind of empty?
Oh, I don't know. I seriously did not drink that at all.
So you gave me an opened water bottle? I'm taking yours.
I mean, theoretically.
You have another drink.
Are you sure? No, I'm almost positive I saw you take a swig.
No, dude, I haven't opened it
Okay, I don't know.
because I was just starting to feel the craving for the H2O. I haven't even gotten started yet.
Okay, I don't know.
I only drink water on this podcast.
Yeah, water only. Well, okay. What was I just about to say? Oh, about being blind. Yeah, this isn't a fun fact, but it's an interesting fact. Apparently, people who are born blind, none of them have schizophrenia. People can't get schizophrenia who are blind.
Is that a proven fact, or
Yeah.
has how many people? I mean, how many people are blind though, and how much of the population
12.
has schizophrenia?
24.
Wow, you're just spitting facts today.
Yeah.
12,
I think-
24. Next question, please.
I
What
know-
else do you want to know?
I don't know. I know like one guy. It's probably him. He's the only one, I think. No, but yeah, no, that's like I think that's a pretty well documented fact. I read that somewhere, and then our friend Andrew just told me that again. Yeah, there's people who are born blind. There's been no like confirmed case of any of them ever getting schizophrenia.
And what happens with one of them do?
Then that
Looks like your whole little kingdom you built here is going to come crumbling down now, isn't it?
then I just throw all that out the window.
It's all gone. That's right, Jamie.
Some guy's like trying to get schizophrenia. He's like I want to be the one to beat the odds.
Could you intentionally get schizophrenia? I'm not sure.
I'm sure that if you do a bunch of drugs,
Yeah, I
it
tried really hard. Yeah,
probably trigger something.
and then you went, let's act schizophrenic on drugs.
Yeah. Although at that point, is it technically schizophrenia, or is it just like something you did to your brain?
Self-induced something.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Also, I always heard moonshine is really dangerous because you can go blind. I think it's methanol or something can make you go blind.
I have heard of that.
There's ethanol and methanol, and so if you make moonshine like improperly, you can go blind. I remember someone gave me moonshine, which is it bad to admit that because it's like illegal technically? Whoops.
No, you can confess to. Here's the thing: is like, dude, like
Everything on this podcast is
no.
fake.
I just want to
Disclaimer.
emphasize.
Disclaimer.
No, like, dude, there's a. It's all about like expression. I don't think. Okay, so a great example is what was it like that? There's this rapper that wrote this song about how he like murdered somebody,
Yeah.
and it's very possible he did it. But just because he wrote a song about it, that's
Doesn't-
not evidence in court to go.
No, he could be playing a character, you know what I mean?
Exactly. So you can confess to doing things.
Yeah, I'm playing a character actually.
Yeah. So you could say like you did moonshine or something like that, then afterwards go, no, it's an artistic medium, and
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
My life's boring, so I'm just making shit up.
I don't even think you can preemptively get in trouble for that, like, because obviously I'm not in possession of moonshine currently anyway.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. I was.
So you're good. You can say you've done moonshine.
But anyway, yeah. In this hypothetical that I'm totally lying about.
What else do you want to confess?
In this hypothetical that I'm totally lying about right now, I was worried about going blind because I was hypothetically scared in this situation.
You could have just stuck to the usual stuff, Jimmy. You could have just had some liquor.
Yeah. Well, no, it was someone I know, like, who, like, made he had, like, a distillery. He made, like, a bunch.
I know people that make liquor.
Yeah, I do too.
LCBO.
They don't make liquor.
I mean, well, they buy it. But, I mean, you get my point. Don't be semantical with me.
I'm just saying you're wrong. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, it's scary. I don't know. Ethanol, methanol. I don't know which one makes you blind, but probably methanol. That one sounds scarier.
It's like you're not even fucking trying. 12, 24. Which one's the worst one? That sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
Let's say it's that one.
Dude, I'm not all here today.
Yeah, no shit, Jamie.
Yeah.
It's okay, dude. I don't judge you and whatever. It's not like every episode's going to be a banger full of energy and hype. In fact, most of them aren't.
Most of them aren't. Yeah.
One day, Jamie, you're going to show up and you're going to be fully energized. You'll say, Austin, I slept 8 hours last night.
Just the perfect reasonable amount.
Party. Yeah. I didn't destroy my body for the last couple days, and today I feel exceptionally good. And then maybe we'll just have a banger episode.
Maybe one day.
And we'll become famous.
Yeah.
But it's all being held back because you are limiting yourself, Jamie.
That's true. I've been exhausted ever since the weekend, though, technically. I mean...
I thought you were going to say since birth.
Since birth. I mean, that's fair, too.
I was hoping you just come out and say, I was tired of the womb, dude.
I probably was. I don't know. Babies are pretty sleepy. That's normal.
Man, Jamie, you must be fun at parties.
It just never went away.
Yeah. Austin, babies do sleep a lot. So what you're saying is technically correct. I probably slept the average amount that a lot of babies would.
We keep it real around here.
Yeah, babies sleep like some crazy, like 14 to 18 hours a day or something.
Yeah. I'm definitely not one to fall asleep at a party. I'm... very much.
You just don't sleep. You stay up all night.
Yeah, but I do know people who fall asleep like every time you go out with them, like, or not every time, but I know people who have done it way more frequently, and I'm just like, I couldn't even do that, like just at some random person's house, just falling asleep on their chair.
Yeah.
It's like I can't do that.
I can see how you're tired though. It was a great weekend. Jamie and I were hanging out this weekend together.
Oh yeah,
down at a place somewhere. We're allowed to say that now.
Yeah, what you're like avoiding saying?
No, I'm not avoiding saying it. I'm just saying. I was wondering if you were wondering if you had to avoid saying it.
No, I mean, no. We were in Niagara Falls. There, we said it.
Yeah, we were in Niagara Falls.
I don't know what's wrong with that, but yeah, no, it was good. It was a lot of fun. It was like, I guess because you don't want to seem irresponsible because of COVID.
Yes, yeah. I know.
Oh well, we were like, it was safe. It was fun.
Yeah, we were in Niagara Falls. It was a great time. Yeah. It was the first weekend they opened.
Yeah.
Yes, which we kind of lucked out on. So.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I've been there twice this month, so I'm just like, man, like I actually love it there. Like,
what did you do the last time when it wasn't really open?
So
that's right. You went on a patio.
Patios were still open.
That's right. Okay.
And they still had all the rides operating, which I thought was weird.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't
in any sort of limited capacity, or were they just
like,
full-fledged?
Like, not really. Yeah, I don't really get how they got away with it, but technically, it was just they had the roller coasters going, the sky wheel, all that.
You know what? It's not, since we brought it up, I got to make an observation. Does it not, to anyone listening who's ever been to Niagara Falls, does it not creep you out how quickly it goes from a Las Vegas strip to like shithole Sarnia, like suburbs?
Yeah, no, that's true.
In a literal 3-minute distance, you could walk one direction for 3 minutes, and the illusion immediately shattered.
And you're in like an apocalyptic like.
It's like if it was a movie, like let's say a movie set. Let's say they went to Niagara Falls to film.
Yeah.
They could almost cheat if they like angled it right and say like, oh, this is like a different city, or like this is a bumpin' city, maybe like some area of Las Vegas or something.
Yeah.
They could bullshit that. And then you accidentally turn the camera 30 degrees and the illusion shattered. You know, like it's...
Yeah, we were walking like a good, right off the strip, and I do remember everyone were just like, wait a minute, like this is just
Yeah, we're walking down the street. There's 3 abandoned buildings.
Yeah.
Like an abandoned
just
IMAX
graffiti
theater.
all over everything.
Yeah,
like
an abandoned
weeds
parking
growing
lot.
out of the cement, like
Yeah,
weeds coming
in
out.
a huge parking lot that could fit like 200 cars.
Yeah,
And then 2 minutes later, we're in the downtown strip.
it's just
kinda-
bumping.
Yeah, and there's tons of people there. And you're like, what the hell is going on? What is
Yeah.
wrong with this place?
I
It trips me out.
I clearly have been having some bad luck though, because I've been there twice this month, and every single day I've been there, it rained for like a decent portion of the day. Every single time.
was pretty fucking brutal too.
Yeah, because I was there like at the
yeah.
beginning of the month, like July 1st and 2nd and stuff, and it rained both days then. And then this time around, it rained a lot longer this time, but we made the most. It was cool. We
We made it happen. We got the most of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that tunnel thing is a little overrated for sure.
Oh yeah.
don't
You
know.
know what? We might as well give some pro tips in case anybody
Yeah.
falls into this shit.
Yeah.
Don't do the. There's something called the Journey Behind the Falls. Not really worth it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
It's not.
It's
yeah.
$26, and they basically say here is a cement opening, and you're behind the falls, and you can't see anything. Isn't that cool?
It's just water pouring, but you can't even see the falls. So it's like,
Yeah.
I get it's kind of cool maybe to be like, okay, that is the falls, but it just looks like nothing. It's just a sheet of water.
If it costs $0, I would still find it boring.
Yeah. Also, the tunnels seemed really like congested, so it's like because it was pouring, we got right through. But if it was a busy day, that would have been so shitty.
You
Like,
would have
slowly walking through.
Do you
that.
know why they have those dividers there in the cave?
Yeah,
Because it's a lineup.
I know. Yeah,
You would actually be in a lineup to look at water spraying.
yeah,
No, guys, don't do it. It's stupid.
it is.
In fact, generally speaking, it's all bullshit. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Just fucking go look
Niagara
at the
Falls-
falls and say it's cool, and that's it.
Niagara Falls is so boring. I went up to him like, yeah, it's just water.
Just fucking water everywhere.
I can see this from my tap. At home.
You know what? The boat isn't bad.
that would be
The
cool.
boat's kind of cool. I did the boat with my family years and years ago.
Yeah, and I
Everything
actually,
else, who cares?
yeah, I remember asking you if you knew this when we were near it, but was it Bruce Almighty or like Jim Carrey? Was it filmed in the falls? Because I know he was on a ferry by some waterfalls. I'm assuming it was Niagara Falls.
I'm pretty sure it's Niagara Falls.
Right.
And he's like doing the news report, and he gives like the finger and says like, "And fuck you, America," or
Yeah.
something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
No.
I mean, what else could that have possibly been? I mean,
Wow.
I guess maybe the States has some sort of,
There are other waterfalls, but
but not as impressive as Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is
it's big. Yeah.
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. No.
In the grand scheme of
I
things.
would. Yeah. Highly. If anyone listening has never been, highly recommend it. It's cool.
You know what though? There's a lot of waterfalls in general, and ravines around St. Catharines, and in my opinion, if you want to have I actually think it would be funner. So you go to Niagara Falls, you enjoy the view, you see whatever, one of the 7 wonders of the world, whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool. Then what you do is you go to the surrounding areas, and you can actually go to waterfalls, like in ravines, and hike to them, and then you can swim, and you can like go in the waterfall and have fun. And my buddies and I did that, and that
sounds
to
cool.
me is way cooler than spending $40 to get close to the falls and just stare at them.
It was like $20. I don't think it was 40. Was
No,
it?
for the journey behind the falls, the boat's probably real. It's probably going to set you back more. for the boat.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Probably going to be more like $40 to $50.
That's true. I mean, it would be cool, but also you're just getting soaked too. Like,
That's why you wear the poncho, and it's all part of the experience. It's
True.
not like it's Wait, are you talking about swimming in the waterfall?
no, like,
Okay.
but like the mist. The
I was
mist
about to
gets
say,
you soaked.
okay. I was initially like, okay, the mist or the fact that you're swimming in water.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, also you would get wet. If you
Oh
were
yeah.
swimming.
If
in
you're
the-
swimming, yeah, you get wet.
you go on one of those ravines.
Fun.
You're gonna walk out wet.
Yeah. Fun fact, everyone. If you
Dude,
didn't
when
know.
we hiked it, we didn't realize it was there because we found some random ravine because we were hiking up like some trails and stuff.
Yeah.
So we didn't really have anything prepared. So we just kind of like kept our shoes on and just like went swimming. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was a magical time. I have some photos. I got to show you those.
Yeah. I've always wanted to do like those hot springs thing, like the hot
I've
springs.
never done those.
Me neither. It sounds cool.
I love all the classic tropes around them.
Yeah.
Like the How many movies have I seen, where like it's like, guys and girls go to a hot spring and they're like, let's peek on the girls.
Oh, yeah.
And they like, and they're doing like the classic,
People are like, skinny dipping in them and like,
and the girls are like, haha, I hope the boys aren't looking.
yeah. And then it's like the beginning of a horror movie and everyone gets murdered. That's a pretty common plot too.
Yeah, that's true. No, actually, that one to me, the common one is when it's like, is it weird that I think of like old like army movies and stuff?
I wouldn't make that connection.
Guys out in like they're out doing training or something like that, and then when they're like taking breaks, they're
That
like,
sounds very specific, but
I know it is very specific.
I always like how
I'm pulling on some weird old childhood memories.
I like the trope of like when people are skinny dipping and then someone steals their clothes and then they're like, "Oh no, now I'm
that's
naked."
a classic.
Now I'm
Yeah.
naked in public. What do I do? I guess not like in public, but yeah. That's like a very common trope. That would absolutely suck.
I mean, I've never done it.
You've never skinny dipped? I did once.
Maybe I did once.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just do it. Maybe just do it once to be really sure and to just say for a fact that
Yeah.
I have in fact skinny dipped.
I know I was with. I feel like I was kind of. Maybe I didn't fully do it, or I think I eventually did. I was hesitant at first. I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go in my underwear," but then I was like, "You know what? I think I did decide. I'm like, I gotta just say I did this at least once." But yeah, I was with people, and a bunch of people did it.
Once again, we talked about this before, but I don't feel the need to be freed.
Yeah,
I don't feel.
yeah. I don't like being naked.
I
around a
don't
bunch
feel.
of people.
I don't feel set free by doing that shit. I'm not like
No.
I'm liberated.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. I feel like again, typically that sort of thing follows drinking. So I know I was pretty drunk when I did it, and I was like, why not? Okay.
Yeah, why not? I'm drunk.
I'm drunk. I'm fucking wasted.
I'm Jamie and I'm drunk. All right. I'll take my pants off.
Okay. The moment you've all been waiting for. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I did it once. I'm trying to remember if I went all the way. I think I did, but I know I was hesitant for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is nice. We're just kind of talking about some nice chillax topics.
Yeah.
Talking about some, like some cool vacation areas and
Yeah. Let's talk about violence. Have you ever fucking beat someone up?
Oh, do you want? Actually,
Have you
I got
actually?
some stories.
You ever like?
Oh, well, I think I told some of them before.
but that's you getting beat up. I'm saying, have you ever been the one doing
what?
the beating?
No, it's not all about me getting beat up. I got ones where I throw a couple punches.
True. Okay.
I get some work done.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to hear one? I'll tell one.
Is it one you never said? Do you remember?
I don't think did I tell you about the one where someone broke their hand
Off like you?
off the on the air? Did I talk about the hand breaking one?
No.
Okay,
I don't
all
think
right,
so.
Then I got one, Jamie.
I don't think so.
You want to talk about violence? Okay.
Yeah, let's
I'm a
spice it
pretty-
up.
Okay.
None of
so
this hippie naked swimming shit.
Picture this.
Yeah.
Grade 10. You're hanging out with your friends. All of you are insecure. That's just how it works.
Mm-hmm.
You got nothing to. If someone says your hair looks stupid, you're like, you can't just say that to me.
I think about it for 5 years after.
yeah, like it's a very profound thing that happens when somebody says that to you.
Yeah.
So I'm hanging out with my buddy. He's telling me that in fact, I will confess I do feel a little bad, but I'm also I will keep in mind the context that I was also just 15 at the time, and I had no tact. Okay, so I just spoke my mind. He comes up to me and he says, "Austin, my skin is too pale, and I think about it and I worry about it, so I'm gonna go to a tanning salon."
Yeah.
And I immediately looked at him and went, "That's pretty gay."
Oh no.
just with no hesitation. I was just a little shit. So I was just like, gay.
Yeah.
Tanning salon meant gay.
Yeah.
And he immediately, once again, he's starting right from the beginning. He immediately goes, "How dare you say that to me?"
Yeah.
And he says, "We're fighting."
Wow.
And then he walks away. And I think, you know what? I just thought he was upset. So I went, you know what? We're buddies. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
This is all going to blow over, whatever, right? He said this because we had fitness in first period.
Right.
So this is right at the top of the morning that we had this conversation.
Yeah.
He walks away. I forget about it. I don't care, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever. I just shit on him and bye.
Yeah.
Second period, near the end of class, I hear like whispering, and then I hear some people going, Austin, are you fighting this guy? And I said, at this point, I'm already becoming astounded by the fact that we had this conversation an hour and a half ago.
And it's spreading.
And it's spreading while we're in class. Like, people are sending text messages to each other kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like...
I remember high school fights like that. It
I know,
it would
yeah.
spread everywhere.
Dude.
Yeah.
Second period finishes, lunchtime begins. The moment I leave the classroom,
Yeah.
I can already see people looking over, and you can you could see the accumulation of people slowly gathering in the hallway, going, because everybody's going, shit's going down. Like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
So then at this point, people already come up to me going like, are we fighting or what? And people are going like, oh, like come out here. We're going to fight out here kind of thing, right? So everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean, okay, so Northern has like, what, 1,000, 1,200 students?
Yeah.
There was probably 400 people out there within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
After lunch.
Yeah.
Like, at the beginning of lunch, sorry.
Yeah.
Go outside. Vent cells, like they're already forming a circle. Like, as I said, I'm still. It's like ants. It's like watching ants
Yeah.
just like perform their process of surviving.
Spectacle.
Yeah,
Just everyone's like,
So,
what's gonna happen?
A circle's already formed, like a full circle of like 400 people.
Yeah.
And Vent cells on the other side. We haven't even spoken yet. He's just looking at me and like he's done all the legwork to make this happen.
Did you just say his last name?
Oh, did I say his name? It's okay. I'll just bleep it out.
Okay.
No problem. That's what I love about editing.
Yeah. Whoops.
I just get so excited I can't stop, right?
Yeah.
And although I guess I didn't say his last name though, so I'm like maybe it doesn't even matter.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
I think I heard one, but
Hey,
I'm not going to say it again. Oh.
No, I didn't say his last name, but you know what? Regardless, maybe I'll just bleep it out. Maybe I won't. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, it's a funny story. So. And it doesn't make anybody look bad at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
his name is Antonio Ramirez. For anyone who
actually, what I'm not
who
even,
missed that.
I'm not going to bleep out the name actually because I do think it's a funny story and it does end well. So
I'm just kidding, by the way.
yeah,
I just threw a
hundreds of
random name
people,
out there.
and I'm kind of like, oh man, it's chilly, and then somebody comes up, here's my sweater, and they just put it on me, and it's like everything's taken care of, right?
It's like a boxing match. They're like spraying water in your mouth. They're like, all right, come on. They're massaging your shoulders.
Let's do this. Yeah, a couple of my buddies are already giving me advice. They're saying like, yeah, just clock him in the face. I'm like, that's how you do it.
You have like the hood like thing on, like the boxing
Yeah,
robes.
somebody's already spray painted my name on the back of the sweater.
Yeah.
And I'm initially I'm like, Vincent, I don't want to fight you, dude. Come on, I'm sorry I did this. And he's like, nah, dude, you
Okay,
fucking...
wait, just to clarify, so that isn't his last name. That's his full name.
That's
okay.
right. Then he's like, you fucking called. I just wanted to go to a tanning salon. You called me fucking gay.
Yeah.
And. And I didn't feel great about it, but I didn't want to fight him either. But then you know what? It starts to happen. Okay, so he starts swinging.
Yeah.
And I know a little bit about boxing. I took boxing for a year or two before that. So I go up to block. He's punching at me. He tries to knee me in the face.
Wow.
I block again. He steps back, and then he comes at me again, and he punches. I was blocking up here. He punches the top of my forehead. Right. Like just at the top.
Yeah.
And and it actually didn't even really hurt that much. It kind of like just hit a weird spot on my head, and it didn't feel that bad. And then he backs away, and he stops, and then he says, "That's it. This fight's over."
Yeah.
And he walks off, and it turns out he broke his hand.
Oh wow! Off your head?
When he punched me at just in the top of the forehead.
Wow.
And everybody's like, "Oh man!" All the teachers,
Forehead
all
of
the teachers,
steel,
I know
man.
all the teachers are coming out, and they're like, "What the hell is going on?" And the next day, he shows up and he says, he comes up to me with the cast and he says, "Austin, I broke my hand." And then after that, we were just buddies again.
Wow. So
and
wait,
we just continued hanging out like it never happened.
Did he try and like hide it? Like he was like, I broke it after the fight at home doing something else.
No,
totally different.
He totally owned up to it. No, you know what? It really is. It was just a very simplistic man fight.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you insulted me, now I must fight you. And the next day he's like, oh, we're buddies again.
Yeah.
We're good. We're cool.
Yeah, just get it out of your system.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. I've never been in a fight, but I do remember those giant, like, the whole school would go watch them. Like, I watched a couple that were huge, and like just giant crowds of people. The one that is notable to me that I thought was funny was there was this guy. I was in grade 9 or 10 at the time, and this guy was like, he basically was fighting this guy who was like 18. And like, so he was like in grade 9, and he was fighting this guy who was like 18.
Okay, that's quite an age gap.
I
too.
know, and he didn't. And I'm assuming he was like grade 12, but he was at like a different school altogether too. So he like came to skits to fight him.
Damn.
Yeah, and everyone like gathered around. It wasn't even on the property of the school. It was like across the street in a parking lot. But I do remember there was a huge group, so all these teachers, of course, came and watched. But pretty sure the guy this is also very weird. I met this guy later in life and actually ended up hanging out with him. The guy who was 18 at the time. I actually have hung out with him like after high school days, which is very weird. And I actually asked him about it. I'm like, what happened there? Like, I remember I was young and you were fighting like some kid. I was like, what was going on? And he was like, I didn't know he was like 18 at the time. And I was like, oh, or no, sorry. Blah.
I was saying the physical appearance.
He was just like, I didn't realize he was a young guy. I think they got in like a fight online or it was something stupid.
Okay, and he showed up and he went, oh shit, this kid's like,
this is like a kid.
14.
Yeah.
So wait, did he do anything?
Well, so I remember the guy in grade 9, he like won the fight. Like,
What?
But according to this guy now, like when I talked to him recently, he was like, well, I didn't want to swing first because then I would be in trouble for hitting a minor kind of deal.
If he was in grade 12 and 18, that is technically correct.
Yeah,
yes.
he would have been like charged for like basically abusing a minor. So I think he basically let him start swinging first, and then in which case he just had the upper hand because he already hit him a couple times or something. So
I'm not gonna say that just fully applies.
By the way, this guy was a very skinny guy, though.
Yeah. Okay.
This is like a skinny 18.
No, you know what? If I was make no mistake.
Yeah.
When I was 18, are there some 14-year-olds out there that could have beaten me up because they hit puberty and they're like 6'4"?
Yeah.
At 14 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, but I'm assuming I'm pretty sensible about my fighting decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they get a couple swings in first, I'm probably not going to lose.
Yeah. I don't know. Again,
puberty's great. Really helps you out.
I don't know. I would say this guy, basically that was the case. I think this guy kind of bloomed a little earlier, you know, and I think the guy was 18. He was a really skinny guy, like really skinny. So, yeah, I feel like it was mismatched. Like I think he probably did try and he just lost. I do actually think that's kind of what happened. But I don't know, hard to say. He did say he was nervous about it because he was like, didn't want to get charged for hitting a minor. Right?
Jamie, one day, I have one more fight story, but I don't want to tell it now.
Yeah.
But a day will come.
Yeah,
I want you to remember.
We always got to resort
Austin,
to violence if it gets boring.
Yeah. Just say, Austin, tell me that other fight story.
Yeah.
And I'll gather around, son.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story.
Yeah. How many toddlers do you think you could fight?
Oh, dude, I could fight. You know, it depends.
Like,
are these toddlers a collective?
Yeah, like so.
Like, can I create like psychological warfare where I kick one of them and they all start running away?
No, so picture just like
this cultic, mind-controlled toddler army.
Well, no, like just say they all simultaneously run at you trying to beat you.
Yes, but what I mean is, if I kick one toddler, what happens? Like, do they all run away? Are they all like, holy crap, that guy just got kicked?
I guess
I'm out of here.
Okay, actually, I guess toddler like really could mean anything because that's like a 2-year-old. I guess I'll say like how many like 8-year-olds do you think you could fight?
Okay, that's
a better one. Yeah.
Once again, can I do psychological warfare, or are they aware of the fact that
just implying that nothing you do will scare them and they are just adamant about kicking
they're
your
just
ass.
mind controlled, okay,
Yeah,
right? Okay,
they're adamant about kicking.
Yeah,
your
they're
ass.
wearing helmets that just say must attack this person,
but it's like,
at all costs.
Exactly, but it's like just the physicality of like an 8-year-old, which disclaimer, not condoning in any means.
Allow me to get into it with graphic details.
Yeah.
I'd club them.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say
10 8-year-olds for me, I'm assuming. Maybe that, I don't know, is that high? I'm thinking 8-year-olds aren't very tough.
They're not very tough, but what if they like claw at you and stuff?
Yeah.
Like what if they come with their nails and they're like all tearing at you?
Also,
what if they like pull, what if they like claw your eyes out?
Also, what if
climbing on you?
What if like they're like monks, like really? You know how they train kids really young? Like if they were like trained in jujitsu or something too, and there was like 10 of them, they probably could do some damage.
Oh, that would hurt. That would hurt. Yeah. Okay. You know, I would say if
assuming they're just average 8-year-olds.
Okay, if it's at a somewhat coordinated effort,
yeah,
it would probably take about a dozen. I think
dozen?
Because if they all jump on you and they're all trying to climb up and you,
that's
and they're
a lot
all
of
clawing
just sheer
at you,
weight.
it's a lot of it's just a lot of They're not. Neither of them are really going to do that much.
Yeah.
But cumulatively, they're going to do some damage.
It'll wear you out, yeah. And then,
Now, I was going to say, if now psychological's in effect, then you just like take one of them out right away, and they're like, "Oh my, he just knocked out. Can he do that?
Yeah.
Is that legal?" Which it's not.
yeah, it's not. No, it's it's definitely not legal. Don't fight children. Disclaimer.
It's like that stuff, you know, like maybe you kind of wish you had dreams about, you know, where there's no consequences or backlash afterwards.
Oh, dude.
And nobody's really getting hurt because, you know, in the dream you're like kicking them and they like fly like 100 feet away and land somewhere.
Am I about to out myself for having like sociopathic tendencies? Okay, I just remembered when I was younger.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
I think I'm about to out myself here, and there's gonna be some psychologists listening to this like, what is wrong with this guy? Like they're gonna realize they're like, he must have had a traumatic childhood. Like this doesn't make sense. But anyway,
okay.
I remember quite vividly. So you know the show Caillou? Caillou.
Of course I do.
Caillou.
That creepy ass bald kid.
Yeah, Caillou used to piss me the fuck off. I would watch some episodes where he was just being like a whiny bitch, and I was like, I would get so mad. I was like, like I hate you. Like,
And what kind of a kid that age is bald? That's what always creeped me out.
yeah, I don't know, like alopecia. I mean, did they ever say anything about it?
That's true. Alopecia is rare, but it's possible. That's a good point.
They never specified. There was all these like ridiculous theories about Caillou too, where they're like, have you ever noticed that it's always like foggy around and then it cuts to the girl reading a story about Caillou, implying that it's all just a story. And then there was all these theories like, does that mean like, what if he died of cancer or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I used to hear all these like theories like that. I'm like, I don't know. Just talk to the person who wrote it and say like, is that what it is? Like, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, to get to the fucked up part, I remember I used to have daydreams. Like I would vividly think about this, but I would get really pissed off at Caillou, and I would just have these like dreams where I would go to hang out with Caillou, and then I'd just like kick his ass.
But hold on. But you were a kid too, so that
Yeah.
makes it way more acceptable because you're
yeah.
a kid kicking another kid's ass.
No, I'd still
Jimmy,
do.
get your cable under control.
Yeah, that's really shaky.
You're just like-
No, I'd do it now. No, I'm just kidding.
I
stand by it.
This is when you confess that you're still dreaming about it.
Yeah.
You're a full-grown man, and you see Caillou. And
Oh,
you're just
did
like,
I say when I was younger? No, I still want to do
Come
this.
here, you little bitch.
A little whiny brat. No, I'm kidding. But no, yeah, when I was younger, I did genuinely daydream about that. And I'm like looking back, I'm like, ooh, that's pretty dark. But like he pissed me off so much. I would just go like, oh, could you imagine if I just went to his house for like a play date? His parents are gone. I'm just like, oh, fuck you, Caillou.
Well, I had those dreams too, except it had no basis in reality. Meaning that if I was fighting someone and I punched them and they flew 10 feet away, they don't go, oh, I'm gonna get a concussion, or they're not like, oh, my spine.
Yeah.
They're not like, there's no real world consequence.
Oh,
for them,
because
you
he
know?
was still a cartoon character in this like daydream.
Exactly.
So-
Or they're like, oh, my jaw's never gonna recover.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's
was-
hospital people showing up and like running them off in an ambulance. Like my dreams are very heavily based in
That's
realism.
really dark. Like, could you imagine like Caillou bleeding and stuff?
I know, and I'm like just beating
Horrible.
the shit out of people as a kid, and they're just all like falling over and like just
gonna-
snapping their leg.
We're gonna have to put like a trigger warning on this
I
episode.
know, apparently.
Talking about like child
but-
abuse, Jesus.
But no, I'm talking from the perspective of a kid. You know, it's like
No,
you
yeah.
just have dreams about like just punching people and they fly.
Yes.
But for me,
For the record, I
in
was a
my
child
dream,
when I thought of
yeah,
that.
in my dream though, they just fly. They like you punch them and they fly like 100 feet away and go whoa.
Yeah.
Like,
No, exactly. He was a cartoon character.
And then
so
you run over to them and they get up after like flying 100 feet and hitting
Yeah.
cement. They just get up and then I punch them again.
I just pictured just rocking his little round head, you know, just
It's all
knocking it
like
around.
Smash Bros, where like you hit something
Mm-hmm.
and then it flies far away and then they're okay.
Yeah.
You know, like I had that.
Just
Those are my
sma-
dreams. It was Smash Bros.
Smash finishing move him out of like this
Yeah, and
into the
he's like,
sky.
"Whoa," and he just flies off. That's because obviously as a kid that was like the only violence I really knew. So that was
That's true.
that's just how I perceived violence as a kid. I'm like, oh, violence is fun because you punch them and they fly really far away.
Why did they make Caillou so goddamn annoying?
Jimmy, you're festering too much on that. It's it's kind of creeping me out. It's a little unhealthy.
Maybe yeah, these like repressed memories.
I know
of
Jamie's
mine.
just gonna have some now he's gonna have some real sociopathic dreams.
Yeah. No.
25 years old.
No. I don't know. Okay.
Caillou, you son of a bitch, you're back.
Well, on this topic though, I'm hoping your answer isn't a child. Is there any fictional characters you would want to just beat up?
Oh yeah, present day.
Yeah.
Oh, all sorts of children.
Oh god.
Just try to out myself as much as possible to any
Yeah.
sort of algorithm. Or
we definitely have to put like some sort of
Yeah,
warning
yeah,
on this.
yeah. No. Okay. Dude, punch. You know,
May contain
Not-
themes of abuse.
not anymore. No. You know what?
You've never watched something and just been like that character's
Has a very
super-
punchable face.
Yeah.
Yes, but I've never thought about that person ever again afterwards. I haven't been.
Well, no, obviously not. I'm just saying if you had to think
like,
right
what
now.
comes to mind?
Yeah.
Everybody, just hold on a second. I need to really
Just
really
hold
think about this.
on.
Just stop right now.
Hold your horses, everyone.
No, I got nothing.
No. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Is it? Nah, I'm not gonna say it.
Why?
I think it's bad. No, it's just bad. I can't say that. Okay, I'm gonna say it.
Oh, no.
Okay.
What are you gonna
Regardless
say?
of your opinion on this guy, he has a punchable face.
Who?
I've always thought
Is this-
David Hogg has a punchable face.
Who is that?
He's the guy who from that school shooting, and then he afterwards said guns are bad and whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, treading some
But
dangerous
his
territory.
face was extremely punchable. Okay,
Wait,
guys.
But this is a child too. You can't say that.
Okay, hey. At the time, though, I was also around his age.
Okay.
In my defense, this was a number of years ago now.
That's
Okay,
fair. Okay.
You look him up. Okay, I don't want to just plant it in your brain. Okay, whatever.
I was hoping you'd stick with
He's a
something
fully
more.
grown man now. Well,
Yeah.
you asked, and I felt bad because I'm like, that's all that came to mind.
I was hoping
I
you'd
have
say
to
something
say
a
it
little
now.
more fictional. But
I know,
you
but no, a real life person, and it's nothing hostile. I don't like. I just thought he had a punchable face.
Don't
That's
actually
it.
hate his
Yeah, I'm
guts.
not. I don't. If I see him in public, I'm not gonna hit him.
Actually
but
do it.
I just observed that when I saw his face, I said, regardless to who this guy is or his personality, his face is very punchable.
And disclaimer: this is all a joke.
if he was a stranger on the street and he was never in the
Is
news,
this incriminating now? We're like
let me
threatening
let me
someone
take
now.
this even farther. If he was a complete stranger, knew nothing about him, and I saw him on the street, I'd go, "That's a very punchable face."
That's fair.
Doesn't mean you have to do anything about that.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with who he is.
Yeah,
It's
I'm a
just-
level-headed guy. I don't want to punch anyone, but
Right. Well,
are you happy you asked that question? now, Jamie?
super happy, man. That's great. That's just wonderful. I don't know. I don't.
I
asking
feel
that
bad
question.
for it too, but you asked it. I couldn't stop. I was like, well, I can't just say nothing now because
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, it's fine. I'll answer the question
Jamie,
too.
can you incriminate yourself a little bit now
yeah.
too to
Sure.
save me a little face?
Yeah, for
Can
sure.
you say you saw someone with cancer?
Oh my god, dude. I mean, if they were just a dick, it's still possible, but it wouldn't be because of that, obviously. No, okay. I would say if I'm gonna pick someone fictional though, I'm gonna have to go with Caillou.
Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Because
Okay. What? So what?
you can't even get off the topic now.
We're harassing people now, so now I have to say a real person.
I know, say some cute.
We're threatening
who's a
them.
real life person
Who can probably
ideally,
charge us.
Ideally, that survived a tragedy.
No, my god, dude. I'm gonna. I don't know, man. Oh, you know who I'm gonna pick? I'm gonna pick Martin Scarelli, the guy who raised the price of all the medication.
Oh, dude,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Regardless to what your opinion on that guy too, extremely
punchable. Exactly, just
punchable face.
regardless
There's
of
no
what he
doubt.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. If he was on the street and I saw him, I'd go,
That guy looks annoying.
I'm not a violent man, but if I was,
I get a strange impulse.
these are the
Yeah.
kind of people I'd be punching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would choose him. Not again. Disclaimer. Not going to. This is hypothetical.
That was actually a very good answer.
Yeah.
I
Thank you.
felt the exact same way the moment you said it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Once again, just how I feel bad, but some people are just born with a face that's very punchable.
But and also to be fair, him actually being a piece of shit doesn't help. I mean, it helps.
It's resting bitch face.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Resting bitch face is I don't know, it's a curse.
Did you know?
I have a bit of resting bitch face sometimes though. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. People used to walk by me at work and stuff, and they'd be like, "You look miserable all the time." I'm just like, "Great,"
Now, is that resting bitch face or you look miserable all the time face?
but I'm just like, I'm not. I'm just not smiling 24/7. I'm not actually miserable.
Come on, Jamie.
One thing about Martin Shkreli actually that is interesting. Apparently, he claims he owns a bunch of rare, he claims he has like Nirvana, unreleased Nirvana songs,
No,
Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, I'll say the big one was the Wu-Tang Clan.
No,
and
and-
it's an album.
and Nirvana.
He has an
though.
album.
And Nirvana. He claims he has Nirvana tracks.
Really?
Yeah.
Unreleased Nirvana tracks.
Yeah. Martin Shkreli.
I did not
claims-
know that one.
Yeah, it's
I knew
Wu-
he had the Wu. I know he has a whole album from Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Yep. No, there was Wu-Tang Clan. It was Nirvana, and he has like another rare.
I think he got it. Was it through an auction?
I'm
Maybe?
not sure. He's just like super rich now, so I mean, yeah, he just can probably afford all the weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he got it.
Interesting.
But he's also
I'm very interested in the. Wow.
he gave some like ultimatum too to people. He's like, if everyone does this, I will release these songs. And it was something really random. Like I want to say it was like political. He was like, if someone gets in that I want in, then I'll release them. It was maybe something like that.
I don't think so. He was actually he actually was an investment advice guy. He
Right.
actually had a YouTube channel where he just give investment advice to people.
Yeah.
He definitely just seemed like
I could be wrong about
your
what it
everyday
was.
kind of just internet memester for the most part.
But he did give an ultimatum. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it wasn't political, but I know he gave an ultimatum. He was like, if everyone does this,
does a thing. Yeah.
I will release these songs. Yeah. But
Well, I mean, there's still time.
I'd
So
be,
we'll see what happens.
I'd be interested to hear.
I'd love to hear some new Nirvana songs.
Yeah, or even Wu-Tang would be interesting to hear.
Oh, you want an album that never happened? Well,
I'd be
you
interested.
do wonder what. I mean, you'd think they would have released it if it was,
Good.
somewhat good.
So it's probably like their worst one. Yeah.
But then again, at the same time, like when you think of someone like Frank Zappa,
Yeah.
hey, it doesn't hurt. He has like 80 albums, and why not?
Yeah. Actually, and same with Prince. He has tons of unreleased music. So it's not necessarily that it wasn't bad.
are
He
they
was just
slowly,
always making music.
Are
you
they
know?
slowly releasing it?
They're releasing some of it, but I don't think they're going to ever release all of it. Maybe they will. I don't know. He has apparently they call it the Vault, but it's very similar to like Frank Zappa, where I guess he was just always making music, so they just have tons of stuff.
I think
recorded.
they've released like 35 posthumous albums.
Of Zappa. Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He same thing. He just would. It's insane.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe. I think there actually is a total of like over 100 albums.
Yeah.
You're like, what a machine. How
Yeah.
do you even release that much shit?
Yeah. That's
He was
crazy.
completely obsessed.
Right.
And apparently he was a bit of a hard ass too. To musicians, like if the drummer was a bit off, he'd get mad. And,
Oh yeah. I've heard of like people getting fired just for having like one bad show and stuff.
oh yeah, some of the people from that era were pretty intense about their music.
Yeah.
And which I respect to some degree.
There's one album by him I've never listened to, but I just like the name Hot Rats.
Hot Rats.
I don't even think I've ever listened to that album, but I just know it's an album of his. I'm like, I like the name.
If people are looking for recommendations, a good album by Frank Zappa is Apostrophe.
Okay. Again, I know like Joe's Garage, which I think is like
Yeah,
one
Joe's
of his most
Garage
famous.
is a good one.
It's one of his like, most famous, I think.
Because it's really hard. At this point, it's pretty hard to traverse Zappa.
Yeah.
Like, where do you even start?
Yeah, he has so much.
Just unfathomable amount of content.
Some of his music is like
Fucking weird.
borderline annoying, I've noticed, but there's something kind of charming about it. I've listened to a lot of his songs where I'm like, this guitar solo is so weird and it's kind of annoying almost, but it's still very interesting.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
people that love Zappa are they're bordering on occultic.
Yeah.
Because I've met a couple guys that actually have almost all of his music and love Zappa and they're super into him and everything he does.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm like, that's like there's so much to consume and understand about him that it's like a border. I would say it's you have to be a special kind of person to really dig into all that.
I always thought, especially too in interviews of him, I was always like, he does seem like a smart guy, but there was some interviews I've seen of him where I'm just like, okay, that's like very pretentious, not gonna lie. Like just the way he was talking about stuff. There was the
Yeah,
odd
yeah.
time I'd listen to him talk. I'm like, okay, he seems a little full of himself, but like still good musician, so whatever.
Now, he deserved some of that confidence because he was a musician's musician,
Yeah.
meaning that it was not just people listened to him, it's the fact that tons of people that made music listened to him.
He inspired a lot of people, yeah.
I would actually argue there are very few people that are fully recognized by their peers in that way.
Yeah.
Where everybody says in like a particular genre, like, "Oh, I love Zappa,"
Yeah.
and I think that's true for obviously Velvet Underground. Like, I love Velvet Underground.
Yeah. Pixies.
Yeah, like
Inspired a lot of
everybody.
alternative rock.
Everybody acknowledges them as a peer.
Yeah.
If I would say if I was making music, I would prefer that over the general fame.
Yeah.
Because
I like.
wouldn't it be cool to be acknowledged by people that make that kind of music and are good at it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's way more flattering than
I've heard it said like, and I like this phrasing, but they're like, for example, like Velvet Underground or Pixies, they're like they didn't sell a lot in the beginning, but everyone who bought an album started a band. Like everyone who bought their album.
That's the term.
Yeah.
Now, because to me, like why? Okay, it's like let's say if I was a pop artist and someone says, "I like your song because it feels good."
Yeah.
That to me is not a flattering thing.
That's your average pop fan voice. I feel good.
Dude, to be honest, from the people I've talked to that, let's say, just consume like music casually, they casually consume music.
Yeah, just radio.
Their
and stuff.
input on the music is very abstract.
Yeah.
They just say, "I like this song because it's fast," or "It's cool," or "I like the singer."
Yeah.
You know, it's very, very base level compared to
This song is fast. I like it.
There's not a lot of substance to their input as to why they like it. They can't describe why they like it.
Right. Yeah.
And if I had a bunch of fans like that, I wouldn't be as gratified by my music compared to having, like, let's say like Loud Quiet Loud, where like Radiohead's talking about how much they like the Pixies.
Yeah.
That to me would mean way more than having like 1,000 fans at a concert.
True. I mean, I'd appreciate.
I'd be like,
both.
holy Radiohead going like, they inspired my music and I love them. It's like, what?
Yeah. Oh, exactly. I mean, I don't know. I would definitely appreciate both, but yeah, I definitely do think it'd be gratifying knowing people like you for the innovation and stuff. But
and that you influence their music and they are likewise very successful. I'd be like, that's way fucking cooler to me than.
That is true.
As I said, having
this band
the
probably wouldn't
input
have
of-
existed.
Yeah, compared to like abstract input. you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, but yeah, at the end of the day, though, if someone's just like, I just really like how it sounds, I'd still be like, cool. I'm glad you do.
Oh yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. As I said, recognition from someone who knows what they're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great feeling. It's a nice feeling.
Yeah. It's kind of like random, but have you ever used like an electronic drum kit?
Yes.
I feel like anytime because I don't like drum a lot, but I do like drumming. I think it's fun. And I have used one before, and I felt like there was somehow a delay. You know what I mean?
They're not born equal.
Yeah.
That's right out the gate. So to just say you've played an electric drum kit doesn't really mean anything.
Right.
Because there's really obviously with a real acoustic drum kit, you can have shitty ones like they don't sound good,
Yeah.
but the functional purpose of like the function of it is the same. It still exists in the real world, and you hit it and sound comes out.
Yeah.
While an electronic drum kit, it comes down to like how it responds to input. Like, can it handle, like, if you hit it hard, can it tell the difference between that and hitting really lightly?
Right.
Or let's say when you're hitting a ride, does it have a lot of good dynamic responses for where you are on the ride?
Yeah.
Let's say if I'm on the edge of the ride, is it more washed out? If I'm at the edge, like at the very tip of it, is it like just that nice little ding?
Yeah.
So a more expensive electric drum kit will account for those things. It'll actually have different like radius zones,
Pressure pads.
yeah,
and
and stuff like
yeah.
that. Well, like shitty ones don't. So yeah, they're not born equal
True. Yeah. Yeah.
because they're simulating something that's real.
Yeah.
If you have the real thing and it's shitty, it's going to function the same as a good one.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Yeah, I always just felt like there was a weird delay. I don't know why I thought about that randomly, but I was just kind of like, I don't know. I have tried one, and I was like,
Some of the newer electric drum kits are pretty amazing.
really nice.
They're getting close.
Okay,
they really
cool.
are.
Wow,
They're pretty amazing.
that's cool. Yeah,
So Jamie, don't worry even a little bit.
yeah. I think it would be cool to like mess around on one, but again, I'm assuming you gotta. It's one of those things you would want to kind of invest a little money into. I'm sure to get a good one.
I'm just gonna keep throwing out recommendations because that's
Yeah.
cool, right?
Sure. Yeah.
If you ever get electric drum kit, don't buy. Guys, forget all the other brands. Just buy Roland.
Roland.
Their cheapest one is a bit over $1,000,
Yeah.
and I don't even think it comes with a foot pedal. So realistically, it's going to
Wow.
set you back about $1,300.
Wow.
But that is that's the budget level of having an actual somewhat exceptional drum kit.
Yeah.
All the shit underneath that you see on Amazon, it's all trash. It's not going to last. Like Alesis and all that shit, it's garbage.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't buy it.
Yeah.
There we go. Boom.
Cool.
Little tidbit.
Yeah. Sponsor us. Roland.
Please, Roland, acknowledge me. Know who I am.
Yeah.
No, I play. I play a decent amount of drums as well. So
Yeah. Yeah.
when I was in Toronto, I did I did a pretty good amount of shows. I did a few dozen shows playing
Yeah.
drums. So
I knew someone who had an electric drum kit, and they still were scared to play it at night just because the tapping was still loud enough that their neighbors could hear it. I'm like, wow.
what is he in an apartment
Yeah,
building?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you can only do so much.
Yeah, but they would play it during the day. But yeah, they were just like, apparently you could still hear it at night, just the tapping,
And at night, that would be pretty infuriating, actually.
just hearing tap. tap
I'm trying to
tap.
go to bed, and all I hear
I'd
is
rather
like a little
hear-
like a little like rat-a-tat-a, rat-a-tat-a,
Yeah.
rat-a-tat-a.
At that point, I'd rather just hear real drums.
Yeah, or I'd rather just hear noise,
yeah.
like buzzing, or I don't know, just anything, but like just some weird tapping rhythm.
Yeah.
That would keep me up at night
Oh, it would. That'd be super.
because it makes my brain think about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like because if you're hearing a noise and there's no reason or rhyme to it, it doesn't. When I'm going to bed, I don't care because
Yeah.
it's just just happening.
Mhm.
But if there's like a rhythm, suddenly my brain starts going, "Oh, what is that?"
You're
What
actually
is that?
focusing.
Yeah,
on
what is
it.
that like a time? Oh, he's playing drums. Oh, what is he playing? You know, it's
Yeah.
just it requires like I start thinking about it.
Yeah, I always hate like I don't know if I'm sure you've had this experience at least once, but where you're sleeping where there's like a washer and dryer and like there's like a rock or something in the drying machine, so then you just hear tap tap tap, like you know when someone has something in their pocket. That is so annoying.
That's that's actually too specific, Jamie.
Too
You
specific.
can't. How many people can relate to? Man, do you ever stay at a place where the washer and dryer is just outside your bedroom, and on top of that, someone left a rock?
I
in there?
mean, pretty much any time someone sleeps in a basement, that's usually where they are. So I would say that's
True, but then that just means you have bad house rules.
yeah.
When
Sending everyone to the basement.
Well, at one point, no, I lived in a basement apartment,
yeah.
and we just had a rule that like no washing clothes after 10 p.m.
No, that's
and
true.
drying clothes, and
That's
there you
true.
go.
Well, I'm just saying, okay, maybe not even sleeping. I'm just saying when there's like something in someone's pocket, like that does annoy me. It's just like that. You just hear it because you're like, I want to stop.
I feel
this.
you. I just thought that was like that is a pretty niche thing that
Is it?
some people relate to, but not a lot.
I guess. I don't know.
But Jamie, we're out of time.
All right. On that exciting note,
Riveting. Wow. Crazy.
wowee. All right. Well,
Noises with no reason or rhyme.
don't attack children.
Yeah, don't. Thank you guys.
All right. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
listening, y'all.
Have a great night.
Bye.